Here comes the party!
When Raze whips her ult, at least she makes space. When Sova's big laser doesn't tag, at least he gets info. But when ISO fumbles his kill contract, he costs his team the whole round. Against Loud, Zeppo lost not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but all 5 of his ults this game. In a match that decides whether or not your team makes playoffs, you can't do this. It's inexcusable. But come on, just because ISO loses his duel, that doesn't mean his teammates can't get his trade, right? The enemy gets locked in place. But what you people don't understand is that he used every kill contract like an idiot. A lot of you probably agree that one of the main reasons why Valorant feels so rewarding is the way you improve and climb up the ranked ladder. I mean, it's what pushes your favorite pros to hit Radiant multiple times. But even the best players know that ranked isn't always the best way to actually improve. Even if you're grinding hundreds of games every act, it's hard to see consistent progress. And even if you do play a lot, improvement isn't guaranteed unless you know exactly what you need to work on. And finding out can be hard. But that's where the Immortal Roadmap program comes in. This is a 10-week coaching program built to help players improve faster and more efficiently. They've helped hundreds of players reach Immortal Plus, and plenty have even hit Radiant. The program includes one-on-one coaching, mechanics training, and coach-led scrims, plus systems to track your progress so you always know what to work on next. I've also worked with the creator Kompeki, and he's so confident in the program that if you don't gain 500 RR in 10 weeks, you'll get a full refund. But because of that, spots are limited each season to keep the quality high. So if you want a more structured and proven way to improve, check out the Immortal Roadmap program and apply using my link down in the description to see if you're a good fit. ISO genuinely has one of the coolest ults in all of Valorant. He slams his arm on the ground and drags you to an interdimensional gulag where you 1v1 him in an arena where you're at his mercy. ISO could be behind either of these two walls while he knows you're behind that one. And he most always has his extra armor. So while there's a whole nother game going on the side there's a battle of the death happening. But facing this ult is kind of like going to the casino. The house always wins. Because even if you manage to beat ISO or he whiffs this big rectangle, his team still gets a ton of value. His kill contract either gathers a ton of info or is a 1-for-1 trade, whether his team is retaking or executing. And if he grabs certain agents, their abilities become completely useless, meaning a free sight. Pile on the fact that this thing is only 7 points and that the rest of his kit is pretty solid. And I think we're one micro buff away from seeing this duelist all over the place. I think Riot could lower the sound effect that his double tap makes whenever he activates it so it doesn't get spammed as easy, but that's beside the point. Now, you have all of these nice and wonderful things about ISO, but I haven't mentioned his dark side yet. Because when you use his kill contract incorrectly, it can cost your team the round. Or if you blow it 5 different times. And if I had to watch each of these abominations, so do you. Loud want to split A in their 3-2, while Cloud9 are bracing for impact in their 1-1-3. But against the execute that the offense are throwing at them, that's not going to be possible. The attackers start the round by faking B pressure behind their cove and knife for main and elbow. To Neon and Viper, attackers are in this area. But in reality, Loud are contacting up mid behind this nebula. Wait, does Oxy have the read?
They'll try it again, this time quietly.
Yeah. Oxy's pretty isolated in mid, just looking to take a timing behind these players as the kidnap comes online. Zeppa on Verdi. Walls down, Verdi succeeds.
So let me get this straight. We see a recon, flash, drone, high tide wrapping all of A, and worst of all, this big-ass tidal waves roaring at us, signaling the most obvious A-split in the world. Uh-huh. And our teammates are screaming while running away, leaving you on site by yourself. Uh-huh. So our decision is to just rip our ult at the attackers? Yeah! Why not save it for your team's retake, where worst case scenario, it'd be a trade? Or maybe you could find a more important agent like Astra if Jack finds her on his drone. Then Loud would have no smokes, and then Cloud9 would win the round. But instead, we grabbed Neon. And died. Even if ISO won his duel, he'd immediately get traded out. So I have to ask, what was the point in doing this? Zeppa didn't even give himself the chance to use his contingency or undercut. Don't you think Cloud9 could have used these in their retake?
In behind is Oxy. Keep your eyes on double doors right now, as Oxy shows up and doesn't get anything. A disaster for Cloud9, as both of their win conditions falter.
Planted.
And now Loud with a full control of the site, forward positions as well, they can bolster.
Alright, Zeppa saved up enough ult points for another kill contract. And it's going to be hard for him to blow this one. That's what she said. The Cloud9 are positioned to fight B main and retake A in their 4-1. But by the time he rotates, he'll have no choice but to use it for the retake. And Loud are slamming A! The round begins with both teams deploying their smokes to create fake pressure, and Jack droning down B for Zeppa so that he can aim his undercut at someone, Oxy go farm, C9 win. But no one's here. Instead, Countin is fired a recon to land just in time as his team executes on A behind a flash, stars, reckoning, and Aldrone. Verdian and Ult'd race around site to confirm A's clear, forcing Zelsis to commit to the retake behind their high tide. But Countin's Aldrone has tagged him. Zelsis runs away and Verdi thinks about running it down after firing a relay bolt, but knows that this high tide will destroy his movement. Instead, Loud decide to stall out Cloud9, starting with their Cosmic Divide. The defense eventually make their way to backside and double door. Once everyone's in position, it's time to kidnap somebody.
Loud is up deep behind the Aster wall.
Verdi is in a great spot. The catch, though, might just take away that duelist, so all of a sudden Oxy has a clear path into the site. Verdi wins the 1v1 in the pit, teleports back into it.
What the? How's Verdi here? Well, if you look closely, you'll see that as soon as Zeppa ripped his kill contract, Verdi swung the wall, and Oxy even saw him do this. Zeppa lost the duel, of course, but the weird part is that nobody is calling that Verdi could be back here. Did Oxy forget? Did Zeppa not call out that he died? I have no idea. Verdi spawned back in behind enemy lines mid-retake, and none of Cloud9 know.
Anything, there's smokes, there's ultimates. Verdi is still alive on the other side of Oxy. No one is going to be ready for this, ever. It's the sickest play ever. And the rest of Loud stands strong here, shutting down the rest of C9. Jack with 3 on the round, but 3 is all he'll get.
And now I gotta give credit where credit's due. It's Loud's first full buy in the second half, and Zeppa's done great to farm up enough ult orbs to be one off his kill contract for arguably one of the most pivotal rounds of this game. That is a lot of points for just 2 rounds. So it seems like Cloud9's plan is to let him grab his missing orb on B before hitting that site, while the defense have their KO in a prime position to get all the information in the world. His knife should attack the entire offense, force them back, and allow Verdi and Darker to get set up on this dirty angle. But as the barriers drop, Ult'd doesn't fling it right away. Instead, both teams are trading smokes in mid, which have distracted the defense enough to pull Verdi down mid and for Darker to watch his back with this pre-placed one-way. In the meantime, the offense are slowly contacting out of KO's knife range. When are you going to fling this thing? I think he's waiting for the offense to give him a signal, like a drone or some sort of noise. Whatever. I still don't have a replay system for pro games because if you look at the minimap, it seems like Oxy, Zelsis, and Vic have jiggled spotting Darker because he pops his smoke. It looks like no one's walking down elbow to flank the offense. I guess that means it's time to hit B.
Ready to respond in mid.
Verdi's knife would be the difference maker. And he hits 5.
Yeah, it's
okay.
a massive suppression.
Does Ult'd not know how fast Neon sprints? He got caught with his cheeks out. Now, I guess Cloud9 want to save their kill contract for next round because everybody's funneled in right past this guy. But Loud have arrived early and want to flood in while Cloud9 are setting up their post plans.
The first kill. Darker has flooded into the site with some more support behind. And C9 are not in a position to actually plant the spike. They do dodge out some of this utility. They're just waiting for Loud to...
The offense have beat back Loud's flood because they stunned and storm surged the same spot. That makes things a 5 versus 2, and Zelsis shuts the rest of Loud out behind his high tide. Surely Cloud9 don't lose this. Right?
And a second layer of utility too, but Luke Show's in front of it. You can't let this round slip away, Luke Show.
You and me.
So 1 kill now brought into the one-on-one. He might like his odds inside this one, and he does. No one supporting him on the other side, so the second he snaps back, he's just a sitting duck. Kalanzine
30 seconds left.
has to do something here in the 1-on-3, but the sliding is just too much to deal with. That's 3 in a row here.
And now you might be thinking, great moogly googly, Ult'd a 4 versus 2? Cloud9's got no confidence. And if that's you, you're being silly. Think about it. What's more important? 100% stealing Loud's first full buy or saving your ult for next round? If Loud lose, they'll have to save, meaning ISO will have plenty of time to firm up another kill contract. But by burning it now, Xeppaa not only secures this round, but also the next. Just because he lost his duel, that doesn't make this ult bad. Unfortunately for me, and lucky for you guys who love seeing me get mad, that is the only good ISO ult we're going to see in this entire video. Xeppaa's charged up another and his team slamming A. And now earlier I mentioned how on attack, ISO's kill contract can almost guarantee a free round if aimed properly. But on its own, that's hard to do because the defense can anchor sight from a multitude of positions. But when you have drones like Sky's Dog, Teo's Crab, Fade's Prowler, or here, Sova's Owl, landing this ultimate is damn near 100%. Just grab whoever it sees and everyone else run in. You can't defend a site if you're in the Shadow Realm. So since Loud are set up in a 3-2, A is going to get run over. But Cloud9 start this round way quieter than usual. The defense smoke mid to secure that space between Zeus's and Verdi's crossfire, while the attackers have slowly contacted up A main. Once they make it to the entrance, it's time to go.
C9, back to what had been working for them, the quick A pops. They've drawn this one up. So they just slide down the fast lane. Lucho pinged up. But backside control does not belong to C9. The kidnap, as Xeppaa pulls Cloud9 into the arena. Walls come.
Jack's Aldrone spotted Lucho and Cloud9 ages ago. Why didn't we grab either of these guys as your team was executing? Instead, you waited until the defense were nice and safe, and for their Neon to get here. It's too late! Your team doesn't feel safe to take extra space anymore. So instead of your teammates trading you out, you just put them in a 3 versus 4. Like, in a perfect world where nobody makes mistakes, ISO should win every ult they drag someone into when he has his armor active. This ability turns a 50-50 fight into one that ISO should win 100% of the time if both players are perfect. Now in ranked, y'all aren't perfect. You're a bunch of dumb apes. But for a professional player to lose 4 straight ISO ults, soon to be 5, that's just embarrassing. Cloud9 would be in the lead by at least 3 or 4 rounds if this dude could just stop being so ass! Lucky for Cloud9, Darker is just as bad and is swinging the Reckoning on his own while his teammates are holed up behind Yellow. It's a 3 versus 3 and Zeus finally feels like he has enough breathing room to plant. He starts as his teammates are providing cover fire, but they're not even close to out of the mud yet. Cloud9 is surrounded and don't have a lot of breathing room. They have to keep fighting or they're going to get crunched.
Steel has the null command.
Jack low as well. Oh no, the nades too, chipping away at Celsius. Loud, slowly advancing in here. There's a flash around the side, Jack for 2, out of nowhere. Jack delivers for his 2 team. But Cloud9 still in it. Waiting for his moment, can't pull the trigger too soon.
You know, this game wouldn't be so close if Xeppaa could just shoot straight. And to make the stakes of this kill contract higher, Cloud9 have decided to not play for overtime and are forcing into this one. If they lose this round, they lose the game and do not make playoffs. Meaning Cloud9 will have to wait like 2 or 3 months before they can play their next official. For this all-important round, they've decided to slam B with the help of their Harbor Reckoning, while Loud are in a similar 3-2 setup like we've seen before. Ult'd is ready to fling his knife to halt Cloud9's execute, but this time he's playing in a more passive position where he can still jiggle main, window, and get to cover backside before Neon can run him down. I'd suggest that Xeppaa just go snag that guy, but because Ult'd has his null command online, B might be impossible to take. As Cloud9 start the round by contacting towards site, both teams deploy their distraction smokes. But the attackers are primed to go. Neon wall, Harbor wall, ISO wall, Ult'd knifes the wall, but it's too late. Jack's recon has landed and it's tagging Ult'd while he's ulted. The offense can't stop now, otherwise they're going to be stuck on site and Loud are going to flood in on them.
Their approach. The flash stalls them. Nade is good too as more and more of Loud show up for the fight. Ult'd goes for it, way out in front. It's repeats of those B rounds before where Loud just get in front of it.
Loud tried retaking early to try and save their KO, but they're obsessed with using their utility in the same exact spot. And Darker wasn't ready to swing with them. And now it's another 5 versus 2 and... What are we ulting? It isn't match point! Just hold your kill contract and use it off your team's contact like you did in the second round of this video. Then you're guaranteed to get a hit. Now Luxo has a chance at winning this round after sectioning off site with his smokes. And the attackers still don't know where Cowanson is. He could be anywhere.
Luxo continuing some of those shenanigans, tracking up behind his high tide. It's him against the world at this point. Him and Cow both, it might be enough though. Oh my word. Cowanson now with players low on the other side. That spike still yet to be planted. He can hold his own here. And he has been elite on this map. Cowanson is ridiculous.
Man, don't you wish you could have grabbed that guy? Yeah, this unfortunately isn't the first ISO disaster class that we've seen on this channel. DRG tried running him in a match that determined whether or not they make it to franchising, and let's just say that that was a car wreck. If you want to see that, check it out right there. Peace.